guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so the official JP Twitter page has just tweeted out the information for the new Kale, as well as the side banner unit. Usually I record these like all in one take and then just upload the video straight away, but I have to wait for the translations to come out. I think Goresh already said that he's not going to be around, so I think Minato is working on them. I think the official Dokkan Wiki page usually does translations for the new units as well. So we're just going to do a bit of an intro here. We're going to take a look at the animations, and then once we get the translations, I will obviously add those into the later part of the video. So it seems like just looking at the card, because bear in mind, like, I can't translate any of this myself. It looks like we are starting off with Berserker Kale, who is then going to transform into the more controlled, like, Super Saiyan 2 Kale. So this is obviously good because it gives her the possibility to be on a bunch of extra different categories. Obviously the event art showed the base form Kale. We talked about that in yesterday's video very briefly. So it's very possible that the summonable, like the SSR version, maybe is base, or, you know, maybe that was just the event art and her SSR is going to be the Berserk Kale as well. If she is base for the SSR, that would be good because there is a farmable base Kale. Technically, the Super Saiyan 2 Kale is farmable as well. So if the SSR starts off as the Berserker Kale, then obviously she won't have a farmable super attack. So we'll have to wait and see. We won't know what the SSR version of the card is going to be until we get the data download. But we also know who the new side banner unit is. Now, this actually got tweeted out first, and as you can see from the art, the card shows Frost and Frieza. Now, when I saw this get posted, I was immediately quite surprised and confused because, you know, this happens sometimes with banners, right? Kale is a Saiyan from Universe 6, so we would like her side banner unit to be a character that you can run on her teams that is going to provide support to her in some way, shape or form. Now, Frost and Frieza together as a card would be a very strange choice because not only are they not a Saiyan character, so they're going to share links with her at best that are like Tournament of Power and Fierce Battle, but because Frieza is there, the card wouldn't be on Universe 6 either because it's Frost and Frieza. However, before recording this, somebody did point out in the group chat, you can kind of see down here on the categories. I can't zoom in on the image on this view, so maybe you probably can't see it, but this card is on the Universe 6 category. So on closer inspection, the card is actually just Frost, and he has a unit super attack with Frieza, so that's why Frieza is in the card art. So if you have a Frieza, we'll obviously see the details once they're translated. I'm assuming it's going to be hopefully the better version, which is a Frieza on the team and not a Frieza on the rotation. But yeah, he will have a unit super attack with Frieza, so that'll be interesting to see. That should be in the animations, so let us jump over and check those out. I've started doing my reactions to super attack animations lately with my cam on, but as you guys probably know at this point, I am away on holiday, so no webcam, but we are just going to check out the animations and then I will give you guys my opinions on them. So let me go over to the animations now. Okay, so we're going to check out the animations here. I've zoomed out the view a little bit just so we can fit the full thing into the screen. It does have the OST playing in the background because it is the JP version. I don't know why Global always posts them with no OST. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the animations here. Alright, so this is going to be like the solo Frost super attack, right? So okay, so pretty basic like Death Beam Barrage type thing, but I mean the close-up for him is good. That's something that's obviously super improved with animations lately, these close-up shots. Yeah, that's very cool. So Frieza and Frost. That Frieza run. Alright, so Frieza combo. He's like, okay, take it away, Frost. And then Frost's blast them. Okay, not bad for a side banner unit. Pretty good. And then here comes Kale. So is this an entrance animation or is this a super attack? Okay, it is a super attack effect animation. Alright, the classic grind Goku along a surface. Alright, not bad. So this is transformation, yeah? That's pretty cool. I mean, that's the thing. I'm not the hugest fan of Kale and Caulifla, but the animation quality very good. If you're a Kale and Caulifla fan, this is pretty awesome animation right here. So yeah, powered up. So now she's controlled Super Saiyan 2. Did she do much solo in this form in the anime? I don't actually even remember, but it's kind of like her part of the LR Kale and Caulifla super attack animation. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Obviously, the quality, we can't deny the quality is pretty fantastic with some of these close-ups. Obviously, very, very good. Yeah, just Caulifla reaching out to Kale and then, yeah, getting control. I think that's pretty cool. So, yeah, like I say, if you are a big fan of Kale and Caulifla, I would imagine that you would be very, very happy with the quality of these animations. So yeah, that's what we've got for now. Obviously I'm gonna wait for someone to post the translations and then we'll pin those on at the end, but animations looking pretty good. Let me know what you guys think of them in the comments, and now let's jump to the translations. Okay, so we have the translations here now. Shout out to Minato for translating Kale, and then the Frost ones come from the Dokkan Wiki. So yeah, Kale obviously starting off as the Berserker Kale. Her leader skill is Universe 6 or Transformation Boost, 3 key and 170 to stats, and then an additional 30% to Universe Survival Saga or Full Power. Someone mentioned this in my comment section yesterday when we talked about the Kale announcement, about her having Universe 6 for 170 and then Universe Survival Saga as the 30. And I thought it was kind of a weird way to do it, right? Because most of the Universe 6 characters are on Universe Survival Saga, so it does mean that they'll all be getting it, but it means she doesn't have that wider reach if she had Universe Survival Saga for the 170 and Universe 6 as the 30. But I guess they're kind of doing that deliberately, right? So her team is basically just going to be Universe 6 and then Transformation Boost. But considering the fact that there are good other Saiyans not from Universe 6 on Transformation Boost, and especially some that will be on Full Power, you are going to be able to make a pretty solid team of Saiyans, including non-Universe 6 ones with her leader skill. So leader skill, definitely not the worst one we've ever seen, but it is going to be, I would imagine, mostly Kale and Caulifla centric, and then you're going to be able to throw a few other Saiyans on there as well. So her super attack effect is greatly raises attack for 1 turn and does immense damage, and then her passive is attack and defense 160, additional attack and defense 60%, and high chance to perform an additional super when performing a super attack. She reduces damage received by 20% up to 60% within the same turn with each super attack performed. So if she performs 3 supers, she's getting up to 60% damage reduction. That does reset each turn. So she's going to be able to build up a pretty decent amount of damage reduction, meaning she's probably not going to be a great slot 1 choice, but once she's attacked in slot 2, or even slot 3, I guess if you're floating her defense capability is going to be pretty good. She then gets an additional attack and defense 160% and a great chance to perform an additional super attack when there is a Universe 6 ally other than this character attacking in the same turn. So there it is, right? They always make these Kale and Caulifla units somewhat reliant on each other. So at least it is just Universe 6 ally and not specifically a Caulifla. And let's be fair, right? Her best link partners are going to be other Kale and Cauliflas and potentially Kabe as well. So you are going to be running Universe 6 characters with her. I suppose it remains to be seen what the easy A's for this celebration are going to be. But that is a significant buff, right? An extra 160% attack and defense, great chance to perform an additional. So that means with the Universe 6 ally, she has 2 potential additionals in her passive, and she is an AGL unit, so even at 55% she's going to have level 5 additional in the hidden potential system. So even with no dupes, with that Universe 6 ally, she's going to be able to super 4 times in 1 turn if you get the best RNG, and she only needs to super 3 times to get up to that full 60% damage reduction. So that seems pretty good. She has the active skill, which obviously we've seen is the transformation, can be activated when there is a character whose name includes Caulifla on the team from turn 4, or when this character has performed 6 or more super attacks. I feel like they're doing this a lot more recently, where they're giving these 2 different requirements for the active skill, and that's really good, right? Because if you have a Caulifla, you can transform on turn 4. And remember, its name includes Caulifla, so if we get like an easy A for the LR Kale and Caulifla, that will count. And you can do that on turn 4, or when you've performed 6 or more super attacks. So that means if for some reason you weren't running a Caulifla on the team at all, even without a Universe 6 ally, she can super attack 3 times in the first turn. So you can have achieved this by her 3rd appearance, even without a Caulifla. So it's basically only adding an extra turn onto when you're going to be able to transform her. But as we've already said, right, you're probably going to be running her with a Caulifla anyway. So the active skill is that she transforms into Super Saiyan 2 Kale. Her links as the Berserker are Saiyan Lineage, Battlefield Diva, Berserker, Prepared for Battle, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, and Fierce Battle. And she is on Peppy Gal's Universe Survival Saga, Pure Saiyan, Transformation Boost, Universe 6, Exploding Rage, Rapid Growth, Bond of Friendship, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Miraculous Awakening, and Full Power. So she is on a lot of teams. And then once she transforms into the Super Saiyan 2 Kale, her super attack is raise attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, medium chance to crit. She gets defense 100% for 6 turns, attack and defense 200%, attack 120%, and performs 2 additional attacks that have a medium chance to become a super when performing a super attack. So she's definitely going to hit very hard. High chance to guard all attacks. Oof, a chance to guard unit. We don't like those. Attack and defense 60% for 3 turns when receiving an attack. Guards all attacks and defense plus 160 when there is a Universe 6 ally other than this character in the same turn. Okay, that's actually... Okay, I'm not so mad about the chance to guard now, because as we said with her pre-transformed state, you're gonna be running her with a Universe 6 character, right? So that means that she has permanent guard in those situations, and then as a backup, if for some reason you're running her on a team where she's not gonna have a Universe 6 ally, then she still has high chance to guard as like a reserve, right? If she just had high chance to guard, then that sucks, but you're going to be running her with a Universe 6 character, so she's going to have guard most of the time anyway, so that's actually cool. She gets the extra defense for 6 turns, so this is probably going to be one of those things you don't really want to transform her super early in a longer event, but, you know, with the current meta, we don't have super long events anyway. So I think that's actually pretty good. She picks up Super Saiyan. I can't see specific... Which one of her links is it that changes? Is it... Oh, it's going to be Berserker, isn't it? Yeah, of course, because she's not Berserk Kale anymore. So yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, she actually seems pretty good. With the guard, I feel like, is her attack or defense better post or pre-transformation? Because the 60% damage reduction in her first form is obviously super good, but you get that after supering. Whereas once you've transformed, she could then actually become a slot 1 unit, because if you have a Universe 6 ally with her, then she has guard. As soon as she takes that first hit, she's getting extra attack and defense for 3 turns. So I feel like, just from reading this for the first time, she's good as a slot 1 unit after transforming, but not so much before. So that's interesting. And then let's jump over and look at the... This is the Frost one here from the Dokkan wiki. So... Frost is a transformation boost lead for 3 ki and 130. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn and does supreme damage on his super attack. The unit super with Frieza is greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, supreme damage and seals with a high chance to stun. Oh yeah, see, the Frieza has to be in the same turn. That sucks, right? Because what team realistically are you going to run these guys on, right? That's unfortunate. Passive skill, attack and defense 80%, additional attack and defense 160 when performing a super, so he gets most of his stats on super, so he's not going to be a slot 1 unit. Transformation boost allies 1 ki and 30% attack and defense, additional attack and defense and chance to crit 10% for allies on Universe Survival Saga. So that means, from looking at his design, like they're wanting you to run him with Angel Golden Frieza, which... like, he's mid, so you don't want to do that. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. Attacked enemies attack minus 20% for 2 turns if there's another transformation boost ally in the same turn. Additional attack 160 when the enemy is debuffed. Yeah, someone in the first comment says Tech Piccolo's successor. True. He sucks. How do you go from creating the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta from Saiyan Day to creating this guy as like the next banner unit that's releasing after him. And then think for global, this guy's not going to come out for like 3 to 4 months and he just sucks. So that is unfortunate, but first impression, Kale actually seems quite good. They've given her some interesting abilities that aren't tied to being run with a Universe 6 ally. So while she might not be the best pick, she's actually going to be good on teams without a Universe 6 ally. So yeah, I think she looks pretty decent. The animations aren't the best we've ever seen, but they look pretty good. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. If you are a JP player, are you excited to summon for her? I won't be streaming because while I'm away, I don't have the best connection, like in the hotel and everything, but I will record a little summon video when the unit comes out tomorrow, so hopefully we can get her. I don't think my account has many other good Universe 6 units though, so I guess we'll see. But let me know what you guys think of them down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.